Wait, bro is a genius. A PC gamer has found a fun way to make Steam games feel like physical cartridges again. Reddit user Jibril Sama created a setup using old SSDs, with each 128GB drive holding one Steam game and a small script.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Andy Matrix. I'm back with another video. So I got some pretty cool stuff to say today because I absolutely love how creative gamers are. I love how creative gamers are. I always said that the average person is really good at creating culture. We create a lot of things. We create culture, we create communities, we create music, food, all kinds of stuff, right? All kinds of stuff. But then the people that ruined it is like, people at the very top, the elites, the people at the top, the elites, the politicians, all those, they ruin everything. Okay, so what I want to say in this video is that we don't need AAA. We can live without AAA because, as we all know, the gaming industry, especially from Western companies, has been screwed over by investors who don't care about the gamers, who don't care about the consumer. They only care about making money, right? And that wouldn't be making money wouldn't be such a bad thing if you would do it correctly, right? If you wouldn't sabotage or ruin the products that people want, right? So they make you like something and then they turn their back on you and give you and make a really shitty product. We've seen it in Hollywood. You get 1-2 good seasons, and then on the third season, everything sucks, right? We get, the DEI, the rainbow stuff, the strong independent woman, right? We get all that. We get all that nonsense. Right? So I've come to the conclusion, man, that we can live without AAA games. Seriously. And what do I mean by that? Well, because these gaming companies, they can make all the games that they want, but we have such a big, huge, ginormous library of games. Everything. I'll give you an example. People that love RPGs, many of them love the Final Fantasy series. Do you know how many times Final Fantasy fans play the Final Fantasy series? I still play it today. Look, I think I beat Final Fantasy 9 like 5 times. I still play it today. Same thing with Final Fantasy 10, 7. We all keep playing the same games over and over and over again. Okay, so we can live without AAA games. We got the old Nintendo games, Super Nintendo, GameCube, Nintendo 64, the Nintendo Wii, all those games. Then we got PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, PS5. We got PC games, right? And honestly, nowadays, people rather spend money on Eastern games like Japan, Korea, and China, right? Because now we are seeing a rise of Chinese games coming to the market. Chinese games that are becoming available to the American market, to the Western market, that we didn't have access to before. So think about that. I mean, really think about that. But overall, we can live without AAA games, especially Western games, right? With the huge library of games that we have, people can just go back in time and play good old games. Okay, that's one thing that I wanted to say. The next thing that I wanted to say is that gamers are so creative that recently it has been reported that a gamer actually created a physical forms for Steam games, right, for PC games. So basically, this guy took his games from Steam and then downloaded them to like a cartridge, kind of like a Nintendo Switch cartridge, and he's now using that to be able to play them on PC. So even if Steam disappears, right, he will still have the physical forms of the games. Okay, so and there's a way to do this. I don't have all the details yet, but we will find. I'll probably make a video about that later. But anyways, let's take a look at this guy who created physical games for his PC games. Check this out.
Wait, bro is a genius. A PC gamer has found a fun way to make Steam games feel like physical cartridges again. Reddit user Jibril Sama created a setup using old SSDs, with each 128GB drive holding one Steam game and a small script. When it's plugged into the PC, it automatically opens Steam and launches that game. He bought these SSDs used for around €7 each. This is absolutely perfect for casual gamers. You don't have to keep your main SSD cluttered with games in order for you to play once in 2 weeks occasionally. I need a tutorial now.
So I decided I wanted to do a silly little project this weekend and make some physical, air quotes here, PC games. So SD cards have really nice read speeds these days, so they can handle mini games pretty flawlessly, as we've seen on Steam Deck, ROG Ally, things like that. So ended up getting one of these SanDisk QuickFlow ones and a bunch of SanDisk cards just to guarantee speed here, but managed to make 8 physical PC games. And the cool thing is, like, these 4 are actually all local saves. Like, it's all right on the SD cards, so these are like actual physical cartridges I can move between various computers, and they work. It's awesome. And right now these are Steam-based games, so they still work through Steam. I just plug the SD card in, turn on Steam, it's able to see that as a library folder, and you can launch them from the card. It's really cool. And then Metal Gear Rising, you can actually change the save location of that one with a mod, so the save is actually on the SD card for this one as well, so it's really fun. Sad that you can't really do autoplay from SD card USB devices anymore, but I'm hoping to find a workaround, because it'd be really cool to just kind of just plug this in and have it launch like a cartridge-based system. That's the end goal here, but need to work on the labels a little bit. They didn't turn out quite as good as I was hoping they would. Not terrible, but could do better, and unfortunately the SD card reader is scraping them a bit because they're a little too large, so I need to find thinner labels. But yeah, this is how cool it is. We just formatted the SD card with the name of the game, put the game install in there, modded it, so that way it is not needing the disk anymore, and then it saves directly into the directory itself, so it's really cool. And again, it's all running really well, except for my terrible driving skills as I try to play on a keyboard while recording, so good times. But yeah, it's freaking awesome. This has been a really fun project, and once I get those labels figured out, I really want to do this to more games over the time, just because it's pretty freaking cool. But yeah, thought I'd share that with all of you. Later.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is really cool. That is really cool. And although the games are linked to Steam, the fact that he had them in a physical form, it's absolutely incredible. Right, because you know now Steam really cannot take his games away. You know, and I'm sure. I mean, I have seen people who have been able to launch their Steam games without Steam. So there is a way to do it. We got the technology to do a lot of these things. So, you know, because I'm absolutely okay with doing all of these things. Right, we're doing all of these things, making physical copies of these types of games, and basically, you know, have like our own little community do these things. Because if gaming companies want to overcharge us for games, if gaming companies, you know, they wanna remove access from you after you spend money on buying a bunch of movies on the PlayStation Network, if they can do that, right? If they can steal what you already bought, if they can take away what you already bought, then by definition, if buying is not stealing, then stealing is not. If buying is not owning, then pirating is not stealing. I mean, think about it. Think about it. They broke the rules. We had a really nice societal contract. You spend money on something, you own it. But then they switched it to where you spend money on something, you can borrow it. You're a lender. Now you're borrowing this even though you spend money on it. You don't really own it. You own the rights. You bought the rights to play the game, not the rights to own the game. So good job to the guy who made these physical copies, man. And I imagine we can make physical copies of other things, such as PlayStation games, such as, I don't know, any other thing, and then be able to play games on the computer, without Steam and without Epic Games. Pretty soon we're gonna find out how to do that too. But hey, whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for future notifications. It's your boy, The Matrix. Godspeed.